Midland, Odessa, and Big Spring. This is ABC Big 2 News at 5.
Developing now at 5, a crash into a thrift store at Midland. That happened just this morning on Illinois Avenue. A city-owned truck plowed into the building. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but now the business owner is having to close his doors to rebuild. We'll have the footage of the major damage of the crash and hear from that owner tonight at 6.
Developing now on ABC Big 2 News.
Also developing now at 5, we're hearing from the Uvalde mayor for the first time since a shooting in the small town happened Thursday night. Uvalde police say the shooting was gang-related, and 4 teens are now facing charges, and 2 teens are still in the hospital. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Madeline Bierster. Carson has the night off. Police say the shooting stemmed from a months-long dispute between gangs. This happened just 2 miles from Robb Elementary School, where just in May, a gunman killed 19 students and 2 teachers. The 4 teens are in custody and are being charged accordingly. The 18-year-old that was shot is doing okay, but the 16-year-old who was also shot is seriously hurt, still in the hospital.
Everybody's going to be on pins and needles, but like I said, we've got plenty of DPS officers at these schools, local officers. I know the trust is not there, but we will be there. We will not let this community down again.
Police there say more charges may come as the investigation continues. Also in Uvalde tonight, the El Progreso Memorial Library there is becoming the steering ship of love in the months since the Robb Elementary mass shooting. It's been the site of group therapy, art donations, and superhero visits for local kids. Our Lee Waldman shows us how it's helping the community heal.
We needed to have as many activities and programs and things that we normally would be doing as possible so that we could try to help the children heal and move forward.
In their vast collection, there's no book on how to approach life after the tragedy that happened at Robb Elementary. Director of the El Progreso Memorial Library, Mendel Morgan, remembers it vividly.
May the 24th was a terrible day.
The library, only a 4-minute drive from Robb, has started a new chapter in its story in the months after the shooting.
I felt particularly now the inspiration is needed to help people learn to cope with their grief and the loss and to try to move forward in their own lives.
Today, kids painted rocks as a part of art therapy. El Progreso has hosted superheroes, backpack drives, and grief counselors. The faces of the 21 victims killed at Robb and Irma Garcia's husband Joe on display in the library's art exhibit, painted by artist Larry Alejandro, a Uvalde native.
I wanted to create something through art that could help the families, help bring them a bit of comfort, and also to my community.
This area is called the Tunnel of Love. Artwork, cards, a bench, all of this donated from people across the U.S. to show Uvalde love.
It truly has been an avalanche of love and outpouring, and what it has told us is that no matter how evil, how much bad there can be in the world, it will not overcome the good that people do.
Virginia Davis helped make this facility what it is today. Her name is on the building. Seeing how the library has risen to support Uvalde makes her proud.
I always wanted to make a difference, in something. And so this was my big make a difference event, so to speak.
The library has received an outpouring of financial donations, so much so that the children's section has been endowed permanently, allowing new books, toys, and games to be paid for, as well as kids' programs. For full Uvalde coverage since the day of the shooting happened, check out yourbasin.com.
And now, your forecast first on ABC Big 2 News.
All right, Bridget, we got a girls' show today. You're in for Chase tonight, and we had an absolutely fantastic weekend.
Yes, a girls' show, and also the weekend has been nice, so we're starting off a new week. Super exciting. Happy Monday, everyone. Here's what we got for today. In this moment, the Midland Odessa area is sitting pretty clear. A little bit of some clouds in the sky, but south of the I-10 in Marfa and Alpine, we are seeing some rain in the area. We're going to get to see some rain later on in the evening. The exciting part is the almanac. Here's what we got. 85 degrees for today. Definitely not too bad whatsoever. I'll have more of this new week's forecast on the show. Back over to you, Madeline.
All right, thank you, Bridget. You're taking a live look at Austin tonight, where conspiracy theorist Alex Jones is set to go on trial for a second time in the Sandy Hook shooting hoax case. Jones will also be in court tomorrow in Connecticut facing 3 lawsuits, quote, for spreading lies, claiming the massacre was a hoax. He's also being charged for allegedly causing several of the victims' families emotional and psychological harm. The jury will hear evidence on how much Jones should pay the families since he's already been found liable for damages to them. He was was originally ordered to pay $49 million after being found guilty of defaming the parents of 6-year-old Jesse Lewis, who was one of the students killed in that shooting. Well, check this out. Climbing for a good cause. That's what one group in Austin did this weekend. People in the community gathered together to climb the Circuit of the Americas Tower to commemorate the lives lost in 9/11. Here's a closer look.
Just gonna have everybody gather up. Everybody get together.
Climbed the tower 4 times.
Sir, would you like to lead us?
It's one of the biggest towers in Austin that you can climb. 25-story tower. It's amazing. It's a great view. I think when you look out here, it gives you perspective how beautiful the world is. Every year, fire departments around the nation do this climb to honor the members they lost in the Twin Towers attacks. For the firefighters, it was 343 firefighters that lost their lives. Total 412 first responders that ended up climbing the tower and just never came back. This climb is in their honor.
All the stairs they went up that day, up into the unknown, and to rescue, God knows what they were going into, and rescue people time and time again, over and over again. And I always kind of feel if they can do that, I can get up here on a Sunday morning or Saturday morning and do hard things and pay respect to those that died. Oh, the view is amazing. The view is awesome. It is amazing. I've only done 2 of my 4, and so far it's been worth it. Ask me on round 4, I might feel differently.
Tiring. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Just want to show my respect.
We did this last year and do it again today. It's great to come out and honor our first responders and our military, and especially in a time where our country is, so divided. It's great to be out here. Come climb 1,000 stairs?
There were also several local events, including a local stair climb in Midland to honor the victims of 9/11. We were there for the whole thing. To check out that story, visit yourbasin.com. We are your local election headquarters. The home stretch before early voting has begun for the November election, and all Texas eyes are on the gubernatorial race. Democratic nominee Beto O'Rourke just wrapped up a 49-day tour crossing the Lone Star State in largely rural and Republican areas. Our Capitol correspondent Monica Madden sat down with O'Rourke in a one-on-one interview to talk about his uphill climb to the governor's mansion.
From Blue Austin,
We're gonna win.
to the burbs, Democrat Beto O'Rourke says he's leaving no stone unturned in his bid for governor.
We cannot afford to write anybody off or take anyone for granted.
In Republican-leaning Caldwell County, we find a yelling match between O'Rourke and Abbott supporters.
Oh, of course I respect the effort. Yes, they believe what they believe, and I believe what I believe.
Hecklers greeted O'Rourke on several events during his Drive for Texas tour.
It's going to be a cold day in hell before he's ever a viable candidate in Texas.
And Beto has confronted them back.
It may be funny to you, it's not funny to me.
But the Democratic hopeful is not deterred by critics. In fact, he's hoping to convert a few.
A woman's right, our very democracy, our kids' ability to survive the school year, all are under attack.
These loyal supporters are votes O'Rourke knows he has in the bag. Now, he's relying on them to mobilize untapped votes in every pocket of Texas.
He's tapping volunteers like Colby Wright.
Great if I could change someone's mind, but it's easier to influence a mind that hasn't made a decision yet.
Need all the help we can get.
And Alice Wilson.
State has been Republican for so long that people don't feel like their vote matters, but this year we know it does.
Analysts say O'Rourke will have a harder time with the conservative base, sure to turn out for incumbent Governor Greg Abbott.
This is O'Rourke's third campaign, so there's fewer independent voters to sway and almost no Republican voters to sway.
The very people who've been drawn out of our democracy will provide the margin of victory.
Well, our sister station extended the same interview opportunity to Governor Greg Abbott. Instead, his office sent back a written statement saying, quote, "The contrast in this race couldn't be clearer. More Texans are working today than ever before. I'm running for re-election to secure the future of Texas through increased job creation and economic opportunity for all Texans." He also went on to say to expand energy production to lower gas prices, cut property taxes, secure the border, and keep our communities safe by fully funding Texas law enforcement. He went on to say, in contrast, Beto O'Rourke supports open borders, defunding the police, raising property taxes, and extreme energy policies. That will increase gas prices and kill hundreds of thousands of jobs, energy jobs in Texas. He said, quote, Beto will take Texas in the wrong direction. New at 5, Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket suffered its first failed launch today. No one was on board and the capsule was successfully recovered. The rocket launched from Van Horn and veered off course about a minute after liftoff. The capsule's launch abort system did kick in, lifting the capsule off the rocket. It landed on the ground several minutes later. The capsule was loaded with science experiments. Also new at 5, Tesla says it wants to build a refinery system for lithium batteries, and it wants it in Texas. Tesla filed an application with the Texas Comptroller's Office in August to build a battery-grade lithium hydroxide plant on Texas's Gulf Coast. The plant would process raw ore material into a usable state to make batteries. If approved, the plant could begin construction later this year and be completed by the year 2024. For a look at the latest new companies and businesses headed to Texas and even here locally, download the Your Basin app today and check under the Basin Business Report tab.